welcome back to the channel. Today I'd like to show you something of an oddity. This is a 1989 Squier 2 Stratocaster. It's made in Korea. So let me dive right into the specs of the neck. So the neck is going to be a 12-inch radius, so a little bit flatter than your standard Fender. It's going to have a little bit of a chunkier neck, but not like a 50 Stelly. It's not going to be like a baseball neck, but it's definitely going to be a little bit more chunky. It's a C profile from what I can tell, but a very chunky one. The nut on them is going to come synthetic. I changed mine to bone because it just holds tune a little bit better. And that brings me onto the tuners. And the tuners are plastic. They have plastic tips on them, but they work great. I have a replacement, but I don't see a need to change it for now. So tuners, neck. Oh yes, and the neck is one piece with a skunk stripe. So yeah, just your run-of-the-mill Fender stuff. Now the neck. The trem. The trem is super stable. It's actually more stable than on my Mexican-made Fender. And right now I have mine set up with 2 strings, so that just goes to show you that it's very stable. This guitar doesn't go out of tune when I use the trem bar or nothing. It just holds in tune perfectly. Now the pickups. As you can see, the pickups and the knobs have this nice kind of cream color to them. So they're not like perfectly white, but it just makes it look a little different. They are ceramic and they are pretty hot. And they are paired with dime-sized pots, so the cheaper, lower end stuff. So yeah, I picked this guitar up for $120 off of OfferUp. So for that amount of money, you get a nice vintage guitar with some cool specs and some cool looks. And yeah, you can't really go wrong with it. I would definitely be on the lookout for those, because you can buy the new, Squiers, you can buy the new Earth guitars for, $200-300 bucks. But it's always nice to have something, with a little bit of history behind it. They were made in Korea, like I said, and they have a couple of factories. There's been some stuff going on. People say that they're made with old Japanese Fender parts, which I'm pretty sure that myth was debunked, and it's just not true. They had their own factories and everything. They are known for those nice chunky necks with flat radius, and they're just amazing to play, super smooth. They're covered in nitro, so after 30 years, that nitro wears off and it's super nice. It doesn't drag as much as you expect it to. I also put a nice little roller string tree in there to make it even more stable, which it doesn't need to, but kind of an overkill. So now the bad part about this guitar, it's made with plywood body. So, it's not going to be a solid piece of ash or 2 pieces of ash. It's going to be sandwiched plywood. It doesn't really bother me as much. The guitar is super light compared to, my other Fender and that TV in the back right there. It's just overall an amazing guitar, and if you ever see them pop up on Facebook, OfferUp, Craigslist, I would definitely suggest picking them up. You can't really go wrong with it. Like I said, I picked mine up with a hard shell case for $140, and the only thing I did was slap a new set of Ernie Ball 9s on it, and it's just, it's an amazing guitar. I'll get to the demos. I'll demo the 5th, 4th, and 2nd position. And yeah guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Next up I'm gonna try to talk about that PV Predator back there. It's a made in USA guitar. It's also from the 90s, and I also picked it up for $100-something. So it's just a good deal, With these, don't look at the modern Squiers, the made in Indonesia, made in China ones. Try to find an old one if you can, and you won't regret it. They don't play like Fenders, but you definitely have because of those hot ceramic pickups, you definitely have that squonky sound coming out of them, which is super nice. And again, I'll show that on a demo. So again, thanks for checking out the channel. Highly suggest that guitar to anybody who plays. You know, if you like those bigger necks, it's a little bit flatter. You know, it's an amazing addition to any collection, and yeah, it's a piece of history. It was that weird time for Fender when they were, you know, outsourcing their factories to other, you know, countries and stuff. So thanks for checking out the channel. I get to the demos, and let me know if you guys want me to review that TV Predator back there. See you. So yeah, guys, this was the demo of the three, you know, main positions that you're gonna use on those kind of guitars, the Strat styles. I'm really surprised with the fifth pickup. You know, the top single coil. You know, it's very crunchy, even though it's a ceramic pickup. And as you heard, I did some Jeff Beck kind of, you know, back tilt trem bar stuff, which was pretty fun to do. I'm still, you know, polishing that skill. All the guitars were running through my crate, and all the equalizations, everything was the same on each one of those tracks. The raw audio file was not. I didn't do any equalization like post EQ with it. It was just raw file. So this is how it sounds. You know, as good as my mic can pick it up. So yeah, you know, it's a very nice guitar. You know, that plywood body. You know, it is what it is, but it makes it light, so that's a plus. And yeah, no. Next up, I'm gonna try to review that PV. That's gonna be another, you know, $100-$200 guitar that you can pick up locally. And again, you know, the trims on those guitars are better than some of the Fenders that I have, and it's just amazing. Alright guys, see you next time. I really appreciate you checking out the review of this guitar, and I'll see you next time.